Oh, awesome. So we've been working this week a lot, getting everything ready for Cerdict, just getting all the code down and stuff, communicating with Cerdict, getting everything ready, the quotation of how much it's going to be. We have already planned this in our budgeting. So for development, it's all the money's there already. So it should be all good. We'll make a announcement when everything is set and ready, and we have the link from Cerdict, so you guys can see the progress that it's being made. In terms of the DApp and the yield keys and the yield boxes, all those contracts are being already almost done and should be sent to audit soon. In terms of the marketplace, which was this AMA, we're still finishing some little things that came up last minute, but tomorrow it will be up. So tomorrow is the date of release for the marketplace. You guys can buy. You guys can post your listings there and start trading the legendary keys, buy them, sell them, whatever you want. And the good thing about using this marketplace, which is we encourage all the community to use it, is that 5% of all the trades go to the Treasury. So the Treasury will be making profit off this instead of giving it for Tofu or NFT Trader. So they don't make the money, the ValiFi Treasury does, which is pretty good, which is what's the main reason of creating our own marketplace. We felt that it was necessary, and we are literally, tomorrow is the day of release, basically. We'll make a big announcement tomorrow when it's out in public, so you guys can go and start trading. There was another concern you guys brought up about the yield keys, like creating selling pressure when there's no more yield keys available. Again, we are planning on having substantial algorithms and software and dashboards that can show us a good representation and simulation of how many yield keys we need to release. We should be releasing. So the system will do most of that work to calculate the numbers and see the health of the protocol to announce how many yield keys we should release. So, but in the small case that we do run out and there's not that many in the marketplace and the price is going up significantly and people don't have any more options to compound, what we are doing is we're including this this function in the code that basically allows us to allow people to create yield boxes even if they don't have the yield keys necessary. They won't be active, but you're going to be able to compound either way. So if we do see that the selling pressure is starting to grow a lot on Valley, we can release that. We can give extra incentives like, your first monthly fee is waived or something like that. And that way we can lower that selling pressure back down just in case that ever comes up. We don't, at the end of the day, this is new technology. We don't know if that's going to happen. But, it's good to have those precautions there in the code already, just in case something like that ever happens. We don't know if it's going to happen, but we just want to be prepared for everything we can. So that was another concern you guys brought up, which is a valid concern. At the end of the day, we don't know if that's what's going to happen, if the selling pressure is going to be crazy or not. We don't think so. People are still going to be saving up to compound when they can. But just in case something like that does happen, we have precautions against it. So we're being safe. We're playing it on the safe side. But yeah, I think that was all the announcements we had for this week. So tomorrow, the marketplace will be released. You guys should be able to trade there. 5% goes to the Treasury, which is pretty good. The code for Cerdict is already being prepared to be sent. That should be up very soon, and we'll make an announcement on that. And yeah, we added this function to the yield key functionality to prevent selling pressure in the future. So that's pretty much what we've been working on all this week. I think we can start taking questions now. I don't know if you guys want to say anything else.
No, that's about. I have a couple of questions over here. If everybody's okay with all the announcements, right? Let's start reading off some questions then. We have a Moonlight over here asking a question. Will the mint of the other keys be at launch with the token or before?
Yeah, we will have a little bit of the. They're gonna be a little bit before. but it's just going to be like the same as launch. So it's going to be around that period.
Cool. Got another guy over here from shout out Big Goat. After token launch, can the marketplace only accept Vali for purchases for the extra buy pressure and utility?
The marketplace, the goal of the marketplace was to generate income for the treasury, and the treasury can grab that income and buy back Valley. So I don't think it's a good idea to require people to do trades in Valley. I mean, I guess we could implement that in the future, because at the end of the day, one person buys the key, and then the other person is gonna sell it. So you're fighting sort of like the same thing, right? So you're getting buying pressure, and then you're getting sell pressure from the same side. So that's why if we do it in stable, then that creates a place where the treasury can do buybacks. In the same side, and during minting, we will require Valley tokens. So there will be Valley tokens and stablecoin. That way we can add it to liquidity.
Cool. And then one Lambo. I mean, does anybody else have any other questions that you want to just put out on here under the
Is
chat?
anyone raising their hand? Do we have any? Oh no, no one yet. Someone missed the announcement. Let me just do a little recap. Again, all this is being recorded, so you guys will be able to hear it. This is a very quick AMA. So tomorrow we'll be releasing the marketplace. 5% goes to the treasury from all the trades. That way, we're encouraging people to trade on our. Okay, wait, I need to allow you. So you guys can trade on our marketplace, and the treasury can make our profit.
Another quick question over here from
Yeah.
F Gator. Time frame for launch?
Time frame for launch. We're still looking at Q2 of 2022. At this point, it just depends on Cerdict. So we're just hoping they can get it out, I don't know, in a couple of weeks.
Cool. Another one over here, Big Goat, almost OG. Yield key minting will be 50-50 Valley / stable, just like the yield boxes?
We're still looking at the exact percentages. We're looking more at 25 and 75, just because you want to give half of that money to liquidity. So the 50-50, and then the other 50-50 would be, 25 and 25. So 25 would be in stable, 25 will be in Valley. That goes to liquidity, and then the other 50% goes into the treasury as profit.
Cool. Also, Neil over here said you need to allow us to raise your hands. Is there something that
Yeah, I
we
already
gotta
did.
change?
Yeah, I just did.
Cool.
Yeah. How long will liquidity be locked for? We're looking at around 16 months. And then if everything's okay, then it'll be locked for longer, obviously. But,
Cool.
But yeah,
What
it will
is
be
your
from the
projected
very
estimate?
beginning.
Got it. What is your projected estimate for the creation of yield boxes? I'm looking towards what will the expected treasury be at launch?
We're expecting around 30 to 40,000 yield boxes from the legendary keys. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have the exact numbers for how much the treasury should be there, but I know it's gonna be a really big number.
Hopefully. All right, we got my own NL. Shout out to him. Time frame for people with legendary keys for buying the yield boxes. Kind of answered this before, but
Yeah, that's gonna be 2 weeks prior to launch. Don't worry, we'll be making like substantial amounts of announcements, so you guys are ready, and again, it depends on Cerdic, but we'll be making the announcements and reopening the launch pad when it's ready.
And then we got shout out to Scotch over here. Will legendary yield keys have the same benefits even if I bought from marketplace?
So yes, the only benefit you do not get. No, wait. Okay, if you buy right now, then yes, you have all the benefits from the marketplace. What you do not have after launch is the purchasing of yield boxes for 250. So that's only going to be during the pre-sale period, which is the 2 weeks prior to launch. After that, you get the $10 fee, you get the 12 space, and you get a revenue share from the lottery once we pay out ring relief.
All right. Another one over here, Crypto Club. Have you had an AMA with James Pelton or Cryptonaires?
Yes, we just finished an AMA with James Belton not too long ago. I think it was Wednesday, and it went really, really good. He's very excited for the project, and that AMA should be up soon. And as soon as it's up, we'll be announcing it in our community because we're gonna do a giveaway too with their community, with his community. And Cryptonaires, I think it's next week. I'm still talking to Crypto Sensei to coordinate that. But yeah, we're trying to do as many AMAs as we can with like really important people. And we're getting a lot of influencers right now. We've been in meetings with them to promote our marketing and take it even further. So that's something we've been working on this week a lot, marketing and just pushing the project to keep growing.
Yeah, James Pelton was a really cool guy. That was nice. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I really like the guy.
All right, we got over here. Shout out to Neo. A little longer of a question, but let's go. How will ValiFi combat the yield boxes being created across multiple wallets, one per wallet in parentheses, in effect, potentially making yield boxes obsolete? What is the solution? I was told by a mob I wanted to be here to ask what your solution is, or any info would be helpful.
Yeah. We're still working on it, but what it's been proposed now, and I think it's a really good solution, is just the monthly fee for that. The monthly fee for that yield box will be a lot higher. So as we have it on the white paper, I think it's going to be around $60 per month for just that one. So it's really going to discourage people because at the end of the day, it's $250 to buy a yield key. So it's like, why even waste 60 on that?
And we got Quarantine over here saying to chill with all that marketing and save some marketing for after the lunch. I think we can safely tell them that the marketing is not going to stop. We're going to continue doing marketing, even like how we're currently doing it right now, even after launch.
Yeah, I think the marketing we're doing is pretty good for our time. Again, there's a lot of like YouTubers that will be doing videos like 1 month in, how much have I earned? Videos like that will keep pushing and building up the hype for ValiFi. On top of all the releases of new token utility, new games that we're going to be having and all this stuff, the lottery, the price prediction. So all that's going to be fresh in everyone's minds once we release them. So we're building up hype very, very nicely, I would say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anybody raising their hands there?
Nerda, he's saying so bullish for this project. Thank you. We are too, man.
We are too.
Incredible. This is incredible. We have Neo that wants to talk. He's a legendary battlefier.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, Neo. Welcome.
Loud and clear.
Okay. I just wanted to ask about if you guys have looked into potential another stream of revenue in terms of yield farms, such as I was looking at one node project called Comb. It provides like yield farms very similar to Beefy Finance, in which and then they make quite a lot of money off the fees from like depositing, withdrawing, etc., etc. I was wondering if you guys have put any thought into thinking about this as a potential revenue stream, or if it's not, I'm just suggesting. Yeah.
Sorry, you mean like creating our own, or you mean like investing from the treasury into that?
No, creating your own yield farms.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like we've been trying to expand the ways that we make money on ValiFi for the treasury. So that's definitely something we can look into. We just want to focus right now on like launching the project and having as much as we can, and then later on focusing on adding more utility.
Yeah.
So I think that will come down the line, but definitely.
Yeah, because I was. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
If you
thinking
want,
that.
sorry, if you want, just send me the link through DM, so that way we can check it out.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, I was thinking about it because, yeah, I mean, Beef Finance is doing really well, and they make their prices in the thousands, and
Oh wow!
I mean, the APRs are really good as well, and obviously, for our community at ValiFi, if we have if we have lots of yield farms, I'm sure that'll attract with great APRs, or obviously not, like out of this world APRs, but obviously good APRs. Then I think that it would attract people, not just going for these nodes, or sorry, these yield boxes.
Yeah, we are building. Well, for Valley token, we're building staking and such. So that's gonna
Okay.
come later.
Yeah, that was my only question. Yeah.
I mean, along with that, Neil, the team and we're always constantly talking about new ways of bringing extra revenue into the treasury. A lot of the stuff is actually classified. We can't talk about yet. This is in the future. But to kind of address that is not only from yield farming, not only from staking, we do have a lot of plans. Like I'm telling you, a whole lot of plans on how to bring more revenue into the treasury as well.
Okay, well, I'm 100% behind the project, and also the other thing I was talking about, combating yield boxes. Well, great reply, and yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for my questions.
Thank you,
very
man.
much.
No,
Thanks
thank you.
for the support.
Please send me the DM. Don't forget, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'll send you CryptoHead. Yeah. What should I send it directly to you, or
Yes.
do you have like a support ticket?
No, just send it directly to me. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. All right, take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool.
Is the total yield box capped? No, the total yield box is not capped. What's capped is the amount we're paying out per day, because that goes by yield key. So that's the beauty of yield keys. We can have 10 million yield boxes created, but we're only paying out X amount, which corresponds to the amount of yield keys that are out there. That's the important thing about this. Rockboy.
We got somebody really quick asking, any plans for in real world investments? And that was shout out Peanut.
That's something that we still have to talk about. We want to get this first, launch and stuff, and then. But if the community wants it, yeah, it can definitely be done. At the end of the day, we're community driven, and you guys will be the ones that determine where the money is invested. All right, Rock Boy, welcome. Oh, he left. Yeah.
Something from Tisson really quick in the meantime. Is the total yield box capped? How to assure buying pressure going onwards?
Yeah, I just answered that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Any plans of off-chain investments? Yeah, that's done. What will the gas fees look like for paying fees per yield box? The gas fees? Well, it's an AVAX, so the gas fees are really, really low. They're like 8 cents for any transaction.
Yeah, even like Ethereum transaction fees, those have been getting really low lately.
Yeah.
It's kind of
But
weird.
it's not like our gas fees, like, you know how
Or nothing
we
compared to
have,
that.
yeah, we have like monthly maintenance fee, like Strong, but like in Strong, if even though it's like $15 with gas fees, comes out to like 50. So here it'll be, if you have legendary keys, it's gonna be $10. So you're gonna be like 10.08. It's not gonna be much. That's the beauty of AVAX. On Thor, the fee is like $20 per node. Yeah, on our fees depend on what key is associated to your yield box. So if you have the 4, it's 15. If you have the 6, it's 14, and if you have the epic one, which is the 8, that's 13. And if you have legendary, that brings it down to 10. So 10 is the lowest fee, and 15 is the highest fee per month. There's no claiming taxes. I know someone's asking claiming taxes. There's no claiming taxes. There's no selling taxes if it's money coming from the ecosystem. So that's the beauty of the taxing system we're building, that it's going to punish people who want to take advantage of the volatility of ValiFi, and just, whales that might come in and try to pump and dump. They are going to be heavily taxed. But you as an investor who invests in Valley, who plays the lottery, who plays the prediction game, all those gains that you make from your yield boxes and the lottery, they're going to have 0% tax as of right now.
Cool. Want to answer Stern's net over here? Future yield keys of 468 for 250 is it still a plan when we buy? We randomly get one of them. How about a price per yield key like 150 for the 4, 250 for the 6, and 350 for the 8?
We're trying to gamify it, so it's more of like the rarity dictates price in the secondary market. So that's why we're going with the randomly generated. So it's like 70% common, 22% rare, and then 8% epic. That way it gives it more validity. So you pay the same price, and then all of a sudden you have like an 8 and it's worth a lot more. You can flip it in the market or you can keep it. It's really up to you.
Yeah, Pumpa Dumpa, there's 3 answers from just before. There's no max amount of yield boxes. Ken H over here, so tapered claim tax. I don't know what a tapered claim tax means, to be honest.
Yeah, but we don't have any claiming tax.
So whatever it is, no.
Wait, we have Dr. Wonder here. I think you have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I just did. Can you guys hear me now?
Hey,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Welcome. Yeah.
Hey, super bullish and excited about this project. Thanks for having me up. I just had one quick question. From last AMA, you guys alluded to the fact that pretty much every wallet has a spot for one yield box, whether or not you have the NFT. So I'm curious to know, does that mean that I have a legendary or a couple legendary NFTs? Does that mean essentially I would be able to have my 10 yield boxes plus the additional 2 plus 1 additional 1, so 13 total for one NFT?
Yeah, I believe that's how it's gonna end up being. If not, it will just grab the monthly fee from that and it'll count it as one. I'm not sure yet. We have to verify that with the devs, with our dev team.
Yep, no worries. Just wanted
But
to
I'll
get
let you know.
clarification if you had an
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, we'll definitely make an announcement once we have it more clear. So right now they're working on all the contracts, so we're like, okay, that's for the DApp, you know. That comes a little bit later.
Yes, sir. Makes sense. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, we have Rock Boy again because he left. Hello? Rock Boy. You can talk, man. Someone said, just notice I lost my legend yellow status when I moved keys to Ledger. So you're probably verifying your wallet with our bot with the other wallet. So now you just need to verify it with this new wallet with the Ledger.
Is the launch price for Valley token confirmed?
Not yet, but we will have, we want to make it the best we can with the liquidity we're going to have, so that will be determined later.
Big Go over here, I mean, his question's kind of confusing. He's answering to another one that was talking about NFTs over here. But how would it go when transferring legendary yield keys during the pre-sale? He wants to know how that would be handled. I don't really understand that too much.
Oh, that's what Bobby was talking about the other day. Yeah, we're talking with our developers to get the solution to that, like maybe locking transferring for the yield keys. If not, we will have to just let people know or create like a public query so you can see how many yield boxes have already been created under that yield key. But it's just going to be more of like educating people about it because I'm not sure if we can lock it. I think Geek is here. He can help us out.
Yeah, I'm here.
Geek to the rescue.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be handled from the DApp itself. It's going to be off chain. So I think what's going to happen is that we're going to have a relationship between the wallet addresses that the yield the yield keys are assigned to, right? And that's how we can control it. But that is still under, yeah, it's work in progress right now.
Yeah.
We got Sharo over here asking, and a couple people asked this, I think. One NFT would be 12 yield box or 13. I'm lost on what I just heard. So maybe you can re-explain
No,
that, I
it's
guess.
gonna be 12. Yeah. So with the legendary key, you can buy 10 at 250, but you can compound up to 12. What they're asking about is the free one that every wallet gets. So that hasn't been determined yet. We still have to talk with the devs to see what are we gonna do about that. I'm thinking we're gonna have one more space open because it's your wallet. That's what makes sense. But it's gonna grab like the what is it called? It's gonna grab the fee from your legendary key, so it's $10 a month instead of 60.
Okay. We got another guy over here asking how many people are on the development. I feel like he's like leading up, like asking for a job over here. Yeah,
I think
J1X.
there's about 6 people, including the DevOps. So there's 2 DevOps guys, and it's 4 devs. Yeah. And and then alongside with us, I mean, from a supervising role as well from here. So that without counting those, there are like 6 right now.
Someone's talking about P Money V. I don't know who those people are.
It's like an auditing group, I think. But this one's a cool one. I actually like this. Shout out Uptown Tarzan. Cool name, by the way. And this one's kind of cool. When we vote on decisions like what we'll invest in, how will that go? Meaning, who all gets to vote? Is it only legendary keys, or will there be a specific Discord chat for anyone who holds yield keys / NFTs? Question mark. How does the vote work?
The DAO specific side of this is still being worked on, so I can't really give you a concrete answer. But it's obviously going to be people who are invested into ValiFi. It can't just be anyone who votes on decisions.
Yeah, and I think we were talking about allocating, depending on how much they have invested into the ecosystem, allocating a certain amount of votes to them based upon how much they have staked in there.
Yeah, like a real DAO. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
stake your Valley, and then you get governance tokens, and then you can vote on decisions.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but the specifics of that will come later. We're still working it out.
Okay, makes sense. Thanks. And can we buy yield keys whenever we want?
When you can buy them on the secondary market whenever you want. That's always going to be up and running.
But the minting is going to be, I wouldn't want to say random, but it's dependent on our simulation. So if we find in the market, if we find in the market that like, it's a good time to mint out more yield keys, then we do it up. If we don't, then we're not. Obviously, it's completely dependent, not on us. It's dependent on simulations that we run.
It depends. It really depends on the health of the protocol, because the more yield keys you release, the more you have to pay out. So if the treasury is not performing very well, I don't think it'll be a good idea to. But again, that's something the algorithms and the simulations will dictate. I don't have the answers to that, because we don't want to make it that it's the core team that decides, because that creates a centralization. It's going to be more of like the community with the algorithm, all of us together deciding.
All right, cool. And what if we are out of keys and we need to compound for more yield boxes?
You can buy more in the secondary market, or mint if there's available.
Yeah, mint or keys.
Yeah, we're looking at people who have deactivated yield boxes to have priority into minting new ones. So if you have yield boxes that are not making anything, you will have priority to get in early into the minting. That's something we're looking into. Is the process of changing wallets by the holder of the legendary key and keeping the same rewards yield box? Monthly maintenance solved. You should transfer your legendary keys and where you want to build all your yield boxes to one wallet. That's why we have the transfer function on our website. And keep, if you're going to do it on your ledger, like keep all of them there. And if you do end up selling and flipping your legendary keys for profit, you don't have to repay the monthly fee. Let's say you had paid 60 days and there's 40 days left. Once you flip those keys and then you can purchase them later, those 40 days will still be locked there. So once you reactivate them, it keeps counting down from there. So you won't have to repay the fees, if that makes sense.
Guys, there's some
So
people with their
the
hands
yield
raised.
keys will be the only thing you can transfer. The yield boxes will stay in the wallet. That's why I'm saying create it in a secure wallet such as a ledger, so that no one can take them from you.
There's some people with their hands raised. Do you guys want me to bring them in?
Bring them in.
Put 'em in.
Some guy ended up leaving. Hold up, I'm gonna bring this guy in because he ended up leaving, I guess. I don't know.
Jive. Bring Jive in.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just reading the chat, so I can't look at
Oh, is it
let me
Jive? Okay,
see.
I think I owe him an apology because he wrote to me and I haven't replied to him. Just been so.
Oh my god, Chip. Oh
I've
my
been-
gosh.
I've been-
Come on, man.
I've been writing to you for a little while, my friend.
Oh,
I'm so
Chip,
sorry.
come on, man. Come
Oh
on.
my god.
Uh,
Yeah.
you know,
So,
there's.
so
Wow,
I
Jim.
owe a yield box right now.
Mm,
Okay, let me get to the point.
sure.
See, Jichin, this is what I was trying to explain to you earlier.
Yeah.
See, DeFi as a space, it's getting more and more complicated with multiple variabilities. And one
Right.
of the classic case, which just happened very recent and is fresh in our minds, they try to introduce a lot of variability. Your claim stone, your dresser, your hairband, all those things into the picture.
Mhm.
What happens is the problem is someone who tries to simulate this as a statistical analyst like me,
Mhm.
these variables are completely going out of whack. And I can definitely tell you sooner or later, the founding team will not have a control over the visibility of the number. Any success of the project today that we have seen in the past is someone who has a decent clarity in terms of for the next 30, 60, 90 days to the stretch and say, hey, I know at 90th day, if I have 2000 users who are building a yield box, this is what it will generate. This is what it will pay out. And at a market price action of 50% lower than what it is, this is what it will be.
Yeah.
My point of view is one, you're bringing in complexity at the time of creating a yield box. You say that, pay with half AVAX, rest of the half in stable coins. Why? Why can't you unify that? Point number two, okay, bringing in this yield box, yield keys, whether it will be available in the market. Why? Embed this function as a part of the core. You want to charge $10 more because you see that there is a lack of funds getting accumulated in your treasury. Fine, that's a fair point. You charge $10 more. Okay, tell saying that you're going to take it as a tax, but only trying to bring in this yield box function, all these things. Now I'm not able to see or I'm not able to visualize. You got to pardon my knowledge about this, but I don't see a value add over here coming through the yield box. Point number one. And point number two, I also don't see a value add coming over here when you're asking your investors to come up with half AVAX and half stablecoin. Why can't you unify this? See, you need $100. Tell me I need $100 and take $100 rather than telling me give me $100 and $50 in DAI and $50 in AVAX. It's only going to create a rush and half of the people are going to flaw over here and you will land up with of support.
Right.
Can I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're working on clear UI, and that's something we've been focused from the very beginning to really make it as simple as possible. I know this is different, and I know this is a little bit more complicated than your regular give me 10 whatever coin and that's it. But this serves a function. This creates a treasury that doesn't create selling pressure when invested. We will have the most invested money out of any DAS protocol in the world. So that's something we want to do. That's why we changed the engine as a whole to be this.
See, CryptoEd, historically, my knowledge says that you get a healthy treasury if you make it simple and make it easy for mass adoption. If you're going to make it complex, I'm not saying that you will have
Based
a problem.
on-
Definitely, I'm open. See, I'm open as an individual. There are a lot of people who are open as an individual because they trust the team and they feel that there is going to be. But yeah, think through. I mean, see, I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong, nor I'm saying you're wrong or I'm right. I'm just trying to bring a point of view. And I've been studying this market for a little while. And again, it need not necessarily be that I am always right or someone else is always wrong. That we are always ready to look at things in a new lens with a new angle.
Yeah, man. Well, I thank you for your observation. Again, if Vish hasn't had the time to get to your messages, just message me with your concerns and maybe we can talk about it.
Yeah, actually, he just said that he wanted to talk to me, and he just said, "Let me know a good time to connect." And that was on the 7th. Yeah, we've just been very busy. But
Yeah, we've been very busy. So just
uh,
message me. I'll get back to you, and we can talk about this outside. Again, we made these changes because we've seen the issues in other DAS protocols, and the issue that they get to that they're not sustainable because they don't have a way of investing the money, and they will have to dump their own token. That is why this is a little bit more complicated, but I think that's what makes it better.
Okay, I call you guys value creators. Okay, and value creation is really important. But take a simple poll on this call. Okay, we have close to 123 people listening, assuming saying that 10% of the people will not be listening to this and they are just stepped away from their desk or phones. You still have 90% of the people. Just ask them, people who feel the yield box, the yield key concept is complicated, to raise their hands, and let's see how many people raise their hands.
I want to say something regarding this as well. When you're talking about NFTs and this, you're getting digital ownership, right? And that itself has value. The fact that that has utility on its own, because you can actually reuse that NFT for, you could trade it, you could use it for something, you could sell it, you could transfer it. I mean, that has much more power than paying an extra fee and say, hey guys, take 50 more dollars and make it simple for me. I mean, it's not that, it's not like 2 + 2 adds to 4 here. The concept with NFTs and yield keys adds one extra layer for sustainability, and that this is something that the team has discussed repeatedly, because we wanted to make the most sustainable ecosystem out there, and this is one solution which we found that was the best out of all. It might not be perfect, and yes, it might not be simple, but trust me, we're doing, it will be very easy for us to just say, okay, you know what, we're just gonna have a button on our website and say, hey, $50 extra for, or a bit more fees for the yield box, and that's it. We're making it more sustainable through an extra fee, and that's the end of the story. No, we're actually, it's much more complicated for us, but it's more utility for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless too, a lot of other companies, a lot of other DeFi, I'm not going to talk about any of them. They've all done something in the past. They've all done something similar in the past, and we realized that there's a lot of problems to these other DeFi projects in the past, where they don't last longer than a month or two. So kind of sum up what I'm trying to say is we're trying something different, and we really believe that what we're doing right now will have the best chances of being here, of keeping this ecosystem sustainable for a very, very long time, just based upon all of the brainstorming, all the simulations we've been running, and gamifying it too, which I think is pretty cool. Based upon what we've been doing, we found that what we're doing currently is giving it the best chances to last a long time. And what you were asking before, whereas I kind of agree with you that it's a little complicated to charge half stable, half Valley. I kind of do agree with that, and it's a little confusing. But that's a simple fix, because what we can just do is add a quick swap onto a site where you put in like whatever you put in stable, whatever you have, and it just automatically makes that swap for you. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not only that, we're working really hard. Again, I don't know if you're a visual learner or you like to read it, because it's kind of harder to explain it than to just see it. That's why we're working really hard to make a clear and concise dashboard that can literally just display it for you in a way that you can just understand it by looking at it. That's something we're really focusing on, because we understand that this project is a little bit more complicated, but at the end of the day, we're trying to build something that's really sustainable and something that really works. So that is why we're working hard on creating a dashboard that's very, intuitive and very easy to use and very like simple to dissect and understand what's going on. So don't worry about that. Like that will be taken care of. Absolutely.
So fair point. See, your dashboard, creating an intuitive view of the dashboard is once you enter into your platform. The entry barrier to the platform, barring the price action, is what I'm talking about. Okay. See, again, I heard you. See, I completely subscribe to your thought process, and I am both side of a learner. Okay, I come from a hands-on guy as well as I'm also a consumer of these applications.
Mhm.
So my suggestion is, if you're going through the route, which is well and good, and definitely something which is well thought, the kind of knowledge base, the visual knowledge base that you're going to create has to be definitely simple and easy snippets. Okay,
Yes.
that's
I agree.
something which you have to create. You either create in the form of a video or in terms of animated stuff. But those videos and FAQs has to come up, and it should start now, or probably it should have been started as of yesterday. Right?
I
So
mean,
that
I agree with that. We're already doing that actually.
Yeah.
We're already working with a couple of partners. We're
Yeah.
making animations that's going to describe exactly
Yeah.
how to buy a yield box, how to buy a yield key. We're making those. We're also making separate animations that describe where the funds are going to be allocated, different things like that. Because trust me, man, I agree with you 100%. Sometimes I even get confused on everything that we're doing. It's a lot. It really is. But to kind of sum up is, we're going to try to make this as simple as possible, because you're absolutely right. And the more simple it is, the easier it is for everybody, the more people that are going to come in. So we're going to try. We're going to try our hardest.
Yeah, we're working on animations and stuff like that. So again,
guys,
that
that
you
was
bring
my
up a really
2
good
cents.
point. You
That
bring
was
up
my
really
2 cents. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's really good because at the end of the day, the UI and how complicated it is basically what's gonna make it or break it.
Yeah.
So we're really striving to have like the really clear and concise UI that can just explain everything very nicely to new people who just come in, you know. But yeah,
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
And
Thank you for having me on over here.
thank you, man. Thank
thanks,
you.
man, for being here.
All right, let's get.
I mean, kind of going off of that real quick, it's a little difficult for us because we've been working on this for a long time, so we know exactly how everything works. Which is why we also do, like, for example, the other day we did a marketplace testing so that we can invite people in and people can give us advice on what to change, what to make simpler, things like that. Because, like I said, we've all been looking at this for about 2-3 months now, and we know exactly what's going on. So, I mean, we always encourage everybody just to give us feedback, tell us what to make simpler, and just things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's enough of my rant. What's up, Crypto Truth Bomb?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello, sir.
Hey, welcome.
Excellent, man.
Guys,
Nice talking to you before too.
Yeah, it's great, man. The video's doing awesome. My community is so hyped about this project. I mean, like,
Sweet.
I get DMs every single day, like, what's going on? Like, how do I do this? What's going to happen? And I just wish we would have caught you before the pre-sale, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. The one thing,
Hindsight's 2020.
exactly. I mean, just to piggyback off what the last guy said, it's like, have you ever made a liquidity pool before? I mean, like, if you've made LP tokens, you know how to combine two tokens together. It's not that difficult. I don't think that that's going to be as big of an issue as you guys are saying. I think it's going to be fine. My question is more towards utility in the future. Like, what is the future? And those are the questions I'm getting the most from my community. Like, what's going to happen down the road? Because, like I said in my video that covered this, I think that it's phenomenal. As far as deflation and measures in place, I think they're rock solid. I mean, I feel like you guys wouldn't hesitate to stop yield keys. Stop node production, which I think is a huge issue. You got that problem with strong, more nodes, more rewards. I just think that's great. So
Yeah. There's two types of utility that you can bring to ValiFi, and we're working on both. So one is actually like token utility, like the actual token does something, like staking and other stuff, like some type of games that you can use Vali to play. Compared to like utility that just adds money into the treasury, so the treasury can do more buybacks, like bigger and stronger buybacks. So those are stuff we're working on. Again, we're working on like lottery prediction game and other stuff. I wish I could tell you more about it, but we really want to keep it classified and confidential, the things that we're doing. But we're looking into really big stuff like play to earn games and stuff like that.
Excellent.
Trust me,
Hey,
we're
guys,
gonna be busy for a very long time. We're constantly developing new things because all of us, every single person in this team brings something really cool and really special to this team. And what that allows us to do is constantly innovate, like really constantly innovate and constantly stay busy with the new thing that we're going to add. Right now, we're still at the very beginning stages of this entire thing. We're at the very beginning stages of this journey. And what I'm trying to say is in the future, obviously we're going to have whatever you guys want us to do, but everybody in this team has all themselves really incorporated a whole lot of ideas onto what we should do. I can't really say too much. It's like as Ed said, it's classified, but what I'm trying to say is we're going to be very busy.
great. And, I want to get you guys for an AMA. I know we're already in the talks about it. I don't want to ask too many of my questions. It kind of blow away some of my community's questions, but we're all really excited about it. And everyone is very hyped. I get people DMing me like every day asking about the launch. When's the launch? When's the launch? I just tell them to keep, being patient and that we're going to have the team on. And, everyone's really looking forward to this one. I think this is going to be a big one in the space. I really do, because I know my way around the node space. I've seen a lot of comers and goers, and I just, I like where you guys' heads are at, and that's why, I'm I'm rough on these crypto projects. If I don't think it's strong, I have no problem saying that. But I like the scene.
Yeah.
If you've seen my videos, but yeah, this is great. We're excited. My community's excited. Keep up the good work, and let's get up on an AMA.
Cool. Yeah, man. I mean, we would love to do an AMA. For everybody that doesn't know Crypto Truth Bomb, I think we have one of his videos on our Discord over here. So you can always check out his video over there. Highly recommend checking out his channel. He literally, like you said, he tells it how it is. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for making the video too and the support.
No problem. Thanks for having me. I'll talk soon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
See ya.
See you later, man.
All right, let's get Crypto Club. We only have like 10 minutes left, and then we can start comedy night. We've been promising comedy night for a while. We haven't
a long time.
We've been working so hard. Now it's time to like just decompress and just. Oh, he left. For some reason, I can't access the chat.
Anybody else have any quick questions here?
Besides when marketing and when marketplace, when launch.
Again, launch. Looking at Q2, 2022. I would say it's not going to be in the later part of Q2. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But again, it all depends on Cerdict, how quick they verify everything and we fix the issues, because we want to have this 100% and just be as secure as possible. But yeah. And marketplace tomorrow, guys. So yeah.
So
I think
we
that's
have
the last
one more
question.
person coming up. And
Jaira.
Oh, my boy Jaira.
Oh, Jaira.
How you guys doing?
Welcome back.
Hey.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually just managed to tune in literally towards the last bit of your AMA. Just came in to say hi, see how you guys are doing. And just one quick question. So when I popped in literally about 2 minutes ago, I heard you guys mention something about a P2E game, right? So my question is this, right? A lot of node projects out there are obviously trying to, increase sustainability, right, and to build utility around a token through the implementation of play to earn games, right? But obviously, to play to earn, you must literally play to earn, right? And since most investors are going to be in several different projects, right? My question is, how, the play to earn game that you essentially plan to implement, how are you going to make it in such a way so that it's actually more attractive relative to other play to earn games out there?
So let me answer this. First of all, we really are not allowed to talk a lot about this, but the best way of just answering this is I've played a couple of those play to earn games out there, and a lot of them, I mean, I've only played them once, kind of like what you're saying. We're not looking to have, if we are, I mean, we are, but we're not looking to have a game where we're just going to play one time. We're looking to create a game and I'm not a big a gamer. We're looking to create a game that we will play for a very long time, and that's really all I can really say about that.
Well, yeah, I guess that is the point of a game, you know.
Yeah, it's not going to be a low quality thing. It's going to be something serious.
Yeah, we're trying to do
Nice.
something that will last for a long time. That has been our
like, for example, like I'm not trying to like throw any FUD or anything. Axie Infinity is one of the top playing games right now. I mean, honestly, I don't know if anybody here plays it. I wouldn't really play it. It looks like an iPhone game. Decentraland, it looks like a Sims game. I know I'm throwing a lot of shade right now. Sandbox looks cool. It's like a Minecraft game. Minecraft has been here forever. But we're looking to create something that people will be
Something
playing
different, yeah.
continuously, that we'll be able to like update as well as time goes on and things like that.
Hmm.
And one
And
thing
maybe not even
also-
one game, maybe multiple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I want to say one thing.
It's not gonna be only one; it's gonna be multiple.
Yeah, regarding the games as well, it doesn't really necessarily have to be in the native token, because even I mean, ideally yes, but whatever funds get raised through games and all, it can always be brought back to the treasury, right? So the focus is treasury first here, like treasury first. Doesn't matter. The token utility, yeah, obviously is going to be there, but treasury, if the treasury grows, then the whole ecosystem grows, and the token will be healthy too. So,
And we can't guarantee that the first thing that we're going to do once we set up everything is going to be a game. We have a lot of ideas on what we're going to do in the future. Ultimately, it's all based upon what the community wants.
Awesome. That sounds good. I mean, outside of the lottery system and outside of the potential play to earn game, what are your other plans to build utility around the Vali token? Just out of curiosity.
We're working on different things. Like someone said right now, like they don't want to. Some people just don't want to trade their time for money, and I get that. And some people, the game will not be good for them, and that's completely fine. Maybe you're not a target audience, but we're building other things that you can, like staking and such, that you can add your tokens and then you get more. Just different things like that prevent selling and makes you grow on the ecosystem. And what someone else brought up, like creating like yield farms and stuff like that, that's also another thing we could be doing.
Yeah, awesome. My last question was, last time I think we all spoke together, one of the questions that I asked you guys was, with regards to the yield keys, right? What kind of mechanism are you going to implement to essentially prevent one person from making several wallets and making one box each? And we obviously threw around some ideas, and I was just wondering if anything has been solidified yet. I'm not sure if it was put out on the announcement. There's quite a lot of projects I'm in, and I'm having a hard time keeping on top of everything.
Yeah. We have it on the white paper. So we looked at we talked in a meeting, right? If I remember correctly, we talked about like, increasing the fee to like $60 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something like that. That's basically what we're gonna do, just to prevent
awesome
people creating multiple wallets. Like it doesn't make sense after like 4.
Exactly.
Like you could already bought a yield key and have them all in one and pay much less monthly fees.
Yeah, precisely. Awesome. Well, that's basically all I had to ask. I just wanted to say you guys are doing an awesome job.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so I think we're pretty much done. Again, if you guys have any more questions or any concerns, just DM us privately. We'll happily answer your questions. We're gonna move on to comedy night. We're gonna be creating a voice channel that everyone can join, and that way we can hear you laugh. So just bring your best jokes. A marketplace will come tomorrow. Cerdic will be announced soon. And yeah, I just want to thank everyone for your support and your patience. We've been doing this. We're not forking. We're creating our own code. So thank you for that. And yeah.
Yes, sir. So let's create that little chat over there. Move on to there.
Yeah, if you guys want to stick around and just enjoy comedy night, we're trying to be more active, like have a more active community. And this is something we can do outside of the office. Just have fun for a couple hours and that's it. So yeah, let us know. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Ed has a lot of funny jokes. He's a funny guy.
All right. So happy weekend, everyone. I hope everyone does
St.
well.
Patty's.
And tomorrow we'll make the announcement for the marketplace. So thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See you later, everybody.